Hello, guys, and welcome to this episode of the Brawlcasters. I'm James. The man with the finger guns is Alex, and we are here bringing our 3 years of calling fights together and 50 years of martial arts experience combined to the internet to call some of the internet's craziest fights. And Alex, how are we feeling as we draw closer and closer to this holiday season?
Feeling great, guys. I love the holidays. It was snowing crazy up here in New York. I'm sure it was snowing there in Long Island too.
Yes.
It was beautiful. Like I love waking up to a winter wonderland. And I'm sure your friends, your family would love to wake up to some Brawlcasters merch
Exactly.
Christmas.
It is cold outside. You don't want your little brother walking around with just some janky scarf on his neck. You go online, you get him a Brawlcasters gator.
Gator.
That is a bully deterrent. They see the
Perfect.
Brawlcasters merch on them, like, nah, this kid's built to brawl.
Built
We're
to
not
brawl.
taking our chances. And then if you have somebody else, maybe your sister's like really particular about her hair. Okay. You put the Brawlcasters beanie on her to let her protect that hair.
Check that hair. You could be like, she's your Rapunzel, bro. You could be your Flynn Rider or something like that.
Sure.
Hey, all right, I watched Tangled. All right, don't judge me now.
You're the right age. Listen,
I have nieces.
I
That's
was,
like
yeah, sure,
cousins.
sure. It's okay. Listen,
All right. You know what, man? You know what, man?
listen. I have an 8-year-old girl, so I have there's a reason I know the words to all the K-pop Demon Hunter songs, and it's because Riley has watched that movie 45 times.
Well,
And,
you don't just know the words, you know the dance
oh,
too.
bro, do I ever?
Yeah. You
Because
guys haven't seen them after a show breaking out those moves, guys.
yeah, and yeah, it's not pretty. It's not pretty.
No, it's not, but entertaining.
Yes.
After calling 30 fights, sometimes that's what you need.
Yes. So I'll give you one quick anecdote about man, that person is really placenta behind the ears. I was wearing this sweatshirt earlier to a function, and a person at the function, young lady, wonderful young lady, she looks at me and she points out the Joker figure there, and she goes, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That's the Joker." She's like, "Oh, I thought it was just some weird white face guy. I guess I'm only 25." I'm like, "And you don't know the majesty
I'm
that
only
is
25.
Michael
See?
Keaton and Jack Nicholson
See?
playing the opposite ends of the spectrum in one movie?" That's failed parenting, in my
That
opinion.
is failed parent. That's bad. That's bad. That's
Don't get me
almost
wrong.
like you telling me you've never seen Face Off. Like, don't talk to me.
Yes, exactly. Now, have my kids seen it yet? No, they're too young, but they
Too
will.
young for Face Off?
Which face off are you talking about?
Nicolas Cage, John Travolta Face Off?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. I'm not gonna
Why
let
are
them.
they too young for Face Off?
You think I'm gonna let my 8-year-old watch it? Watch a movie where one guy cuts another guy's face off and then wears it? That's not gonna cause nightmares at all, Alex. I'm the one she wakes up in the middle of the night.
There's
That's why.
scientific stuff behind
Yeah,
it. It's not like he just carved it off. There's like some science
yeah,
stuff
and then he
behind it.
wakes up without a face
Yeah,
out of
that's
his
like
coma.
one scene.
Yeah, exactly, and that's definitely not enough to give her nightmares and have her wake me up in
But
the middle
like
of the night.
Nicolas Cage is awesome in Face Off.
Bro, she woke up last night, and she woke me up 3 times last night, which is very rare for her. I'll give her credit. 3 times because she had a nightmare that we were ice skating and there was a tornado outside while we were ice skating. 2 things that are
Where were
not
you?
possible at the same time.
Yeah,
Mind you.
where are you?
I
that
know.
you're
That's
ice
what I want to
skating?
know. But she couldn't stop thinking about it. 3 times I got woken up for that. And
What
I'm
did
going to let
she
her wear
watch?
Face Off? Come on now. She has not watched Twister. She doesn't.
What did she watch?
I don't know. She watches silly stuff on YouTube, and sometimes there's this one channel on YouTube she'll watch where they do oh, our neighborhood, weird stuff happens here all the time, and this weird horror-y stuff, but it's not even really horror stuff. It's there's this creepy clown guy, or there's this
Okay.
there's people form this conga line and no one really knows why, and as soon as they touch you, you have to join the conga line too, and you're hypnotized. No one gets it. And I'm like, "Riley, you understand this is all fake?" She goes, "Oh yeah, I know." And I was like, because if they're really stuck in the conga line now, who posted the video?
Who posted the
And then she's like,
and
"Oh, I know."
Riley's awesome.
Yes.
Right? She's your daughter's awesome. I really hope she doesn't watch Punch Up though. I know she's the homie.
Yeah.
But
That's yeah.
Kai could watch it, I guess.
I try to avoid as much as I know he watches stuff like that. I try not to be the one that gives it to him. You know what I mean?
Stuff like
Well,
stuff like.
when I say stuff like that, I mean stuff that is for a more mature audience.
Yeah, I know. I got flagged the other day for a joke.
Uh, Hopefully, we don't get flagged for any jokes here. I mean, we try to keep it as family friend. We try to keep it as close to the family friendly line while we're on the wrong side of the family friendly line as
Yeah,
possible.
we're teetering that line.
Yeah,
Kids could watch the show, just like every now and then I might curse.
yeah. You might curse, or the fighters in the fights might curse. But like, we're not on the realm. We're not in the level of Face Off, Alex.
I watched Face Off when I was like 7 or 8.
That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, it does. I watched Predator was one of the first movies I remember watching.
See, I'm like slowly bringing them through like my childhood classics. Like I brought up the Jurassic Park episode, Jurassic Park like an episode or two ago, and the reason that was so fresh in my brain is we just watched that with Riley for the first time, and like the kids these days, to sound very old, kids these days have no appreciation for the slow build. Like we're like this movie
Yeah.
was very scary at its time. And we're watching it. And, there's a lot of buildup in Jurassic Park before, like, hey, power fails, dinosaurs coming, you're going to get eaten. Like,
Yeah.
that takes a long while to build up. She's like, when does this get scary? When does this get scary? And I'm
Well, I
like,
mean, you're used to the old because like you grew up like Charlie Chaplin type of stuff. So like getting used to that you're used to that slow build up.
well,
So
listen, every good movie had a slow buildup. Alien, for example.
Alien did have slow build up.
Alien, really slow buildup. You don't see the alien for, like, ever.
That's what I'm
Jaws.
saying. Predator was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, you don't see him for quite a while. Jaws, you don't see the shark for a really long time. Nowadays, they've got to be like cutting your face off in the first scene.
True. Funny thing about Predator, it was one of the first movies. I was like 7 or 8 when I watched that one. And I distinctly remember I got in trouble for that in school because I would quote Jesse Ventura and Shane Black. I would quote them from the movie.
What were your lines that you were quoting?
I'm a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex. Is that what he said?
I it's the question mark of how you said it that makes me really unsure of you, to be honest.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah. This stuff turns into the goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, that's what he said because he was chewing the dip.
Mm, mm.
And then a lot of the jokes Shane Black would made, which I can't say because family friendly.
Yeah. Well, like my favorite scene of like absolute ridiculousness in Predator is when he's standing in the middle of the jungle and he's just dry shaving.
He's dry shaving the sweat, and he does it the entire movie till he breaks it on his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, and it's like I could think of many other places and times that I would shave, and that would not be one of them.
That character was named Mac.
Yes, as one had to be.
I don't know why I remember that, but I remember Mac.
Yeah, yeah. Now the real question, Alex, of like obscure older movies that are for your man list. Roadhouse. Have you seen Roadhouse?
I love Roadhouse, bro.
One of my favorite movies ever.
You gotta rip the throat out.
No, I'll tell you my favorite line from that movie is "Be nice until it's time to not be nice." I love that.
You do strike me as a Chuck Norris guy, or like a Steven Seagal guy.
No, I liked Steven Seagal's fight scenes way back when because in every one of his fight scenes, someone gets something broken.
Yeah,
that aspect I liked, but yeah, Roadhouse is so much better.
Roadhouse is a good movie.
Yeah, yeah. The quintessential bad guy whose name is escaping me, yelling at Patrick Swayze that he used to f guys like him in prison. It's when they're fighting in the
that is
water. Not Wesley. Wesley's henchman, whose name is escaping me. Dalton is the Patrick Swayze. Dalton's the Patrick Swayze character, and he is fighting the henchman, whose name is escaping me.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember that character's name.
Yeah. His name is not nearly as important as all the crap that he causes. But listen, if you guys are one of the people we've told we're teetering on the edge of Built to Brawl and you want to get to the other side, your first step, watch Roadhouse. Watch Roadhouse. And when you watch Roadhouse, you're going to be that much closer to being Built to Brawl.
That much closer.
Now, speaking of Built to Brawl, I think it's about time we stop ranting ourselves when we click over to the fight, as we have T Sav versus Heat Check, which is what I feel like he needed when he was dry shaving in Predator.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give you that.
He needed a heat check. All right, so let's get it going in 3 and 2 and 1.
What's up? T Sav.
Okay, I'm a tattoo guy, and I can tell you that the neck tattoo with just like 2 smaller tattoos, not it, first of all. So T Sav, you're losing a point already.
T Sav looks like Peter Dinklage and Sugar Sean O'Malley had a baby.
Oh, T Sav looks like he'll beg you for some cigarettes outside of every gas station.
Yes. But you see what I mean? The Peter Dinklage and Sugar Sean O'Malley?
You got any questions? Touch gloves.
Yeah, I see it. He doesn't. He said no to the glove touch, and then
Touch anyway.
yeah.
Are you ready?
That's one way to do it. Okay. I'm
Interesting.
just gonna say I don't know if I gotta be honest, I didn't want to say this. I think T Sav is gonna beat up Heat Check.
And then Heat Check, proving you're on there. T Sav doing the thing that drives me crazy. The mouthpiece hanging out of his mouth tells me I doubt he trains at all, but like the fact that even when he spars with his buddies in the gym, he probably doesn't wear a mouthpiece. Or in the park, I should say. When he spars with his buddies in the park. Now, Heat Check turning away every time he punches, he clearly does not train at all.
It's that, and also look, his feet are never underneath him when he's punching, right? So every time he's getting hit, he's freaking out so much like that.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll explain to my students. The balance line is shoulders over hips over feet, and his feet are always way in front of him or way behind him. So now with his head leaned back, everything that touches him a little sends him flying. He has no shock absorption whatsoever.
Ooh, he caught a nice right there. And one thing I do want to give T Sav though is he has mixed it up a little bit. I've seen some body shots mixed in with these head shots. And so I'll give him props for that.
He threw an uppercut in there too that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Did T Sav?
His stance is atrocious, but he's landing well because his opponent has no rhythm in his movement. He's literally turtled up, walking forward, walking back, walking forward, walking back.
Heat Check is he's like the epitome of stiff.
Yeah.
Like his whole upper body movement is just completely stiff. Look at his arms just locked in the position. Like as he moves, his elbows stay exactly the same height, and then he just takes them out of position like this to swing wildly. And
yeah, his rhythm is a can of mayonnaise. Like he's not doing well there.
No, that's and like expired mayonnaise at that.
Yeah, like it's just that's it. Like he doesn't have any flavor to it. No seasoning, nothing crazy with it.
Now, you've mentioned many times the sword and shield analogy, and the thing is, Heat Check, he takes out his sword and he just chucks his shield. He's like, nah, we don't need that.
Yeah, he just lets it go.
So, like,
right?
there's no shield there. No shields there at all.
We speak about this all the time, right? That analogy, the reason that I always use it is I teach that to my day one students, and I reiterate it to them when they fight, right? Like if I'm teaching somebody, sword and shield, it's a great way to just click in there. You know what I mean? Mm. And you've spoken to it with your students as well, right? Just like it's an easy concept. Once you understand it, boom, you're good.
Yeah. Well, I call them guards. So you always have to have a guard on duty. And Heat Check believes in 0 guards on duty. His guards, he's got nobody on payroll. His security budget is very, very, very low.
And honestly, T Sav doesn't either. The only thing T Sav has is a little bit of rhythm.
Yeah. Like he's
and
got
a little bit of rhythm is a difference right there.
Yeah, so like that head movement, it's not good, it's not technical. But the fact that he is moving his head and his eyes are like on his opponent while the punches are being thrown, that's what's getting him out of the way. Because I wouldn't ever teach somebody to do it the way he's doing it. But it's working for him because at least his eyes are open. And those punches being so stiff, they come so slowly.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And honestly, I know it sounds crazy. It's better than nothing. Is the best way I can describe it. It's better than nothing. And when your opponent has no rhythm, just you establishing just a little bit of rhythm is enough to stop a lot of his flow. Like right there, nice hook to just give him a standing 8 count right there.
Well, Heat Check, he was so cardiovascularly done, and then just T Sav just gave him a reason to quit.
Yeah, he busted his nose right there.
Boom. See, like that body shot on top of the big deep gas what we saw was all it took.
Yeah, and right there, like if you took a picture, you would think Heat Check all the time. He's in the better shape and stuff, but he hasn't been in the training room enough to understand how to breathe, how to take those shots, how to not freak out every time he got punched in the face, how to keep your feet underneath you. Just things that we go over from the jump, guys.
And T Sav, to his credit, I don't know if he trains either because it doesn't really look like he does, but that was his 4th fight, I believe, and that being his 4th fight, you could see that in his relaxation. You could see that in the fact that his eyes were open. He didn't have that panic of getting hit, like oh God. where you could see with Heat Check, there was definitely that base instinct of, oh God, I'm getting punched in the face. What do I do?
Yeah.
And that, my friends, when that goes away, everything else gets better. Everything else gets better.
T Sav gets the stamp.
Exactly. I would call him Built to Brawl for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, guys. So as always, make sure you're subscribed so you get those new episodes as soon as they drop. Make sure you guys have liked. Make sure you guys have commented. Make sure you guys leave us a fight below. Make sure if you know somebody who they also have a great 80s movie. If you have a great 80s movie that you think would make somebody Built to Brawl, comment it down below. I want to know it. I want to know it. Make sure you hit your notification bell. And the most important thing, guys, make sure that you guys have gotten your Brawlcasters merch for whomever on your shopping list needed it. And until next time, guys, brawl on.